Nation.
SMD Law is the official law firm of the Spartan Nation. Check them out on the interwebs at smdalaw.com or at 866-529-3537. No matter where you are in the state of Michigan, Upper Peninsula, Lower Peninsula, it doesn't matter. They have an office near you. So whether you need to send a letter to an annoying neighbor, or you're a criminal and you need defense, maybe you just have problems with elder law, check them out, smdalaw.com today. The official law firm of the Spartan Nation. Call them first. Then you act.
Welcome back, Spartan Nation. We now bring in the Grand Poobah of SMD Law, Jeff Michalowski, the official law firm of the Spartan Nation. Remember, when your next decision matters, you call them first and then you act. You can find them on the web at smdalaw.com or call them 866-529-3537. Again, when your next decision matters, you call them first and then you act. Jeff Michalowski, before we go anywhere, Mitch had his first communion.
Not Mitch. Alex did.
Oh,
Alex
I thought
had
Mitch.
First communion.
I thought it was Mitch. I thought that was young. Okay.
Yeah, being Polish Roman Catholic, it's kind of a big thing in the family. So I could say a few adult beverages were drank. A lot of food was eaten. So much so I don't think I had to eat until about, 3, 4 o'clock today.
Did anyone remember cheese?
Absolutely.
For those of you that don't know, I went to a Polish dinner with Jeff one time, and it was fantastic. Oh my God, the food was great. But there was no cheese for the kielbasas.
Yep.
But it was great.
Yeah. Well, what couldn't you like? It was just a lot of carbs and meat, Hondo. It was like the man's dinner, right?
Absolutely.
There were at least 4 different varieties of pork.
Wow. Well, tell him I said congratulations, will you?
I will, absolutely. Thanks, Hondo. Appreciate it.
Now, I know that we're on here to talk law stuff, but if you don't mind, I just want to get your perspective. You're a Spartan down in Sterling Heights. What was your thoughts when you open up your computer and John Beilein's going to the NBA?
Well, at first, I kind of did the old Tiger Woods fist pump. And then I thought about it a little bit. It's kind of really demonstrates a difference between both athletic programs, between Michigan and Michigan State. I think that I've been on here a few times and I said that having coaches at Michigan State, as you know, thanks to you, I've met several Michigan State's coaches, and they all seem to have the same philosophy, the same morals, the same everything. But more importantly, they had the same backing from the administration. And it seemed like the focus was on creating a Michigan State brand name from sport to sport. And then you shift gears a little bit. You look at Michigan, and what's Michigan? Football. It's Michigan football. It's Bob Ufer. It's Bo Schembechler. It's Lloyd Carr, and now Jim Harbaugh. But where does Beilein fit in there? He really doesn't. He's kind of this quiet, unassuming guy. At least that's the perception. And he just doesn't seem to get the backing from the administration. I mean, what else would you do? If your boss doesn't like you, or you get a feeling that your boss isn't helping you, what are you going to do? Look for greener pastures.
Jeff, I know that I've shared this with you before. I've also reported this publicly, that John Beilein once, before the Wolverines were playing Indiana, Jim Harbaugh went into the locker room of Indiana and gave them, the Hoosiers, the pregame pep talk. And that set Beilein through the roof. When you hear that, what I mean, when I think of Michigan, I think of Bo Schembechler firing. Oh man, I can't believe I forgot his name now. Steve Fisher. Steve Fisher saying, we got to have a no. When he fired the guy before him that Fisher replaced, and said we got to have a Michigan man, and then Fisher won and got the job. Who was that?
Bill, I'm not going to think of it. I know Bill Frieder.
Yeah.
He went to Arizona State. Yeah.
So I always think about the Michigan man thing with Bo. I don't care who Jim Harbaugh is. That would not have flown if Bo had been alive. And I was told, and that's why we've talked about on this show a couple of years ago, that was the beginning of the end for Beilein at Michigan. Your thoughts on when you heard that, though?
Well, I think that it takes Michigan's program back, but more importantly, it should help make Michigan State the brand for college basketball in the state of Michigan. It's familiarity, it's stability. Izzo's been there for how long now, Hondo?
A long time. Back to Magic.
A long time. Yeah, back to Magic as an assistant. And when you look at things like that, it's stability in the program wins recruiting, and that's the important thing.
All right, now let's actually get into what Jeff does for a living, the first, which is answering your legal questions. This one is not really a question, but it's one that I think is going to really touch you. It comes to us from Pam and Ben. Pam and Ben are in South Lyon, Michigan. Where's South Lyon? Do you know where that's at?
South Lyon, right off of 96, just a little bit closer towards, Milford,
Okay.
Brighton, right off of 96. I'm sorry, I might have said 696.
Well, then we got two in that area because the next one's from Milford. Okay, so let's just from South Lyon. This is what she said. Dear Mr. Carpenter, my father died without any elder law protection, and it was an absolute nightmare for our family. We've heard Jeff on the radio show so many times talk about his specialty being elder law, and I just thought I would let people know there is nothing that can replace the peace of mind than having a great elder law attorney. It destroyed our family. I have two brothers that won't even speak to me anymore, and I literally did nothing because of what it did to our family. Would you tell Jeff he can never talk about elder law too much for me? Even with both of my parents passed away, I know firsthand how valuable that is. I thought that was really nice of Pam and Ben in South Lyon.
Oh, that's awesome. It's great to hear. Yeah, elder law is kind of a misunderstood area of the law. And I think what a lot of people have this misnomer, it's dealing with old people. You know, and that's not it. It's trying to help people protect their assets through their later years. And also it's about asset protection and helping them pay their medical bills, whether it be through governmental benefits, whether it be through Medicaid planning, nursing home planning, or assisted living planning. And it isn't just, you know, as people come in, well, how do I hide my assets and become eligible for benefits? That's not it. A lot of times it's just planning, making sure we have the right documents in place, bringing in a financial person to take a look at where we're at, maybe thinking about new strategies, maybe reinvesting money so we make enough income to supplement what Social Security and pension might be to pay for home care. Maybe applying for VA benefit. That's probably the biggest part of this that is so misunderstood. Hondo, I know you support veterans. I know you support the military. And what's neat about my profession is I get to meet a lot of World War II veterans, as few as there are left, and Korean War veterans and Vietnam veterans. And a lot of them need help at home. And there's great benefits programs out there through the VA that can help provide for care at home, assisted living, or senior independent living. You know, and the benefits, sometimes you got to do a little bit of legal planning to get them. But once you get those benefits, it's truly a blessing, you know, and it helps people pay for the care that they need that they ordinarily could not get without that VA benefit. So an elder law attorney can help you with VA planning, nursing home planning, long-term care planning, asset protection, good old estate planning, and trying to help things through probate. So that's really what elder law is about.
Okay, the next one comes to us from Milford, and I thought this one was really funny. Dear Mr. Carpenter, I was recently in a car accident. The gentleman who hit me said when he was charged with drinking while driving, he told the police officer that that was a lie and untrue. He hadn't been drinking at all. He had stopped drinking when he left the bar. I'm just curious. I'm sorry. I just thought that was funny. The man told the police officer, I wasn't drinking. I quit drinking when I left the bar. I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to hold that one back.
Anyways, he was so incredibly inebriated, I can't imagine that the bar did not know. I'm just wondering, in this process of trying to get my car fixed and everything else, I am fine physically, but my car was destroyed. Should I instantly go after the bar for possibly giving him beverages before he left, or should I wait? And if the insurances take care of everything, would it just be silly on my part with no injury to sue them?
Well, if there isn't an injury, it's hard to prevail in Michigan law for what we call no-fault benefits. There's also causes of action called dram shop against bars that overserve patrons. Those cases are very difficult to prevail on. Generally, we have to show in any legal case damages. In your case, it sounds like what will happen is the insurance benefits are going to pay for the car repair, but the unpaid portion or deductible can be recovered through a small claims court action called a mini tort action. If you have questions about, feel free to call our office, 866-529-ELDR. Actually, Hondo, did you pick that up? Elder, ELDR.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we have a great no-fault staff here at the firm. Phil Serafini is one of the most recognized no-fault attorneys in the Metro Detroit area.
And a good buddy of mine. I love Phil.
Absolutely, and a great Spartan. How's that? So Phil's here. We have two other attorneys that do no-fault. It's a big part of our practice. We'd be happy to help you out.
I just couldn't help laughing. That's not true. I haven't drank since I left the bar.
Talk about self-incriminating, huh?
You got to make sure you share that one with Chris for me, if you would, please. All right.
Oh, I will. I'm going to share that one with Phil and Pat. They're going to be rolling on the floor.
All right. 866-529-ELDR Elder 866-529-3537 SMDAlaw.com. He is the Grand Poobah of SMD Law. Anywhere you are in the state of Michigan, the UP, the Lower Peninsula, they've got offices on both coasts. It's SMD Law, 866-529-3537. 29-3537.